So my motion and my adjournment debate tonight asks the Minister for Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation to outline a specific time frame pertaining to the introduction of collective bargaining legislation and to clarify for the House if mandatory trade union recognition is likely to be included in the legislative framework. This Government, Minister, committed in the programme for government to bringing in such legislation, and I quote from the programme from government: "We will reform the current law on employees' rights to engage in collective bargaining, the current Industrial Relations Amendment Act 2001, so as to ensure compliance by the state with recent judgments of the European Court of Human Rights." Now, Minister, we're 2.5 years into government, and whilst this commitment has been in the programme for government, we still haven't seen the colour of the legislation. We are required under a European Court decision to bring forward this legislation. We have also seen in recent times a number of debates on this matter, both in this House and in the lower House. And the vein of those debates were that some discussions and consultations had to be held with both sides, meaning the trade union movement and the employers. From a recent reply that I have observed from the lower House, those consultations have concluded, and indication was given that the legislation would be brought forward in November. We are now in the first week of November. I'd like to ask you tonight, Minister, when are we going to see this legislation? Will the legislation indeed give recognition to employees to be members of trade unions? And I think, Minister, in the year of the centenary of the 1913 lockout, it is most appropriate and proper that this legislation be published in this year. To pay tribute to the memory of Jim Larkin and others like him, I would like to see the legislation published this year, and I hope that you have some favourable response to me. Thank you, Cahill.